sleeping there. I'm here to stay.
Oh, Mortimer, I'm so glad.
Oh, don't worry, Johnny. We sleep down here.
You bet your life you'll sleep down there.
Oh, you can sleep on the sofa and I'll sleep on the window.
Window seat. I'll sleep on the window seat. Window seat's good enough for me tonight.
No, Johnny. Oh, this argument makes me think of Mr. Spinaldo.
Spinaldo? Yes, well, Mortimer, it really isn't necessary for you to inconvenience yourself like this. I will stay down here.
Your sudden consideration for me, Jonathan, is very unconvincing.
Well, we go upstairs and we get the doctor.
Yeah, don't bother, Doctor.
No, Doctor. I've completely lost track of Mr. Spinaldo.
Who is this Mr. Spinaldo?
Just a friend of ours, Johnny T. Look.
Well, don't let anybody else in this house.
Don't worry, Johnny. When we unpack, I'll tell you all about it.
Mortimer, you don't have to sleep down here. You can have my room and I'll go in with Martha.
No trouble at all, Daddy. We'll be done packing in a few minutes, and you can have your room back. Mortimer.
You're just wasting your time, Jonathan. I told you I'm sleeping down here.
Oh, Mortimer!
Darling, what's the matter?
I've almost been killed.
People... Abby, Martha!
No, it was Jonathan.
It took her for his 8 feet. No, it was more than that. He's some kind of maniac. Mortimer, I'm afraid of him.
Darling, you're trembling. Here, sit. Have you got any smelling salts?
No, would you think maybe some hot tea or coffee?
Bring me some coffee and some sandwiches. I haven't had any dinner yet.
Yes, we'll make something for the both of you.
We can leave our house down here now. Here, we give up.
You weren't going somewhere, were you two? Do you know what time it is? It's after 12. 12? And I you gotta be going.
What? Oh, we were just gonna make some sandwiches for you both.
Don't you remember? We wanted to celebrate your engagement. Yes, that's exactly what we'll do. We'll make something nice for the both of you. And we'll open a bottle of wine.
Yes, that's fine. No wine! No wine!
Mortimer! What's going on in this house?
What do you mean what's going on in this house?
You were supposed to take me out to dinner in the theater, and you called it off. You asked me to marry you, I said I would, and 5 minutes later, you tried to throw me out of the house. Tonight I was almost strangled by your own brother, and you want to chase me home. Now listen, Mr. Brewster, I want to know where I stand. You love me?
Of course I love you, Lane. In fact, I love you so much that I can't marry you.
Have you suddenly gone crazy?
I don't think so. It's just a matter of time. You see, darling, insanity runs in my family. It practically gallops. But that's why I can't marry you, darling.
You've got to do better than that.
No, there's a strange taint in the Brewster blood. It's what you'd expect if Strindberg had written Abbott and Costello.
Oh, just because Teddy...
No, it goes way back before Teddy, when the first Brewster came over on the Mayflower. In those days, the Indians used to scalp the settlers. Well, he used to scalp the Indians.
Mortimer, that's ancient history.
And take my grandfather, for instance. He used to try his patent medicines out on dead people so they wouldn't kill them.
Mortimer, he wasn't so crazy. He made $1 million.
And then there's Jonathan. You yourself said Jonathan was a maniac. He tried to kill you.
Oh, but that's him, Mortimer. I love you.
And then there's Teddy. Teddy thinks he's Roosevelt. No, I know that if I would have met my father in time, I would have stopped him from marrying.
Well, what about your aunts? They're Bruce's, aren't they? And they're the sanest, sweetest people I've ever met.
Well, even they have their peculiarities.
Yes, but what lovely peculiarities. Kindness, generosity, human sympathy.
Oh, there's another one!
There are plenty of others. Mortimer, you can't tell me anything about your own.
And I'm not going to. Look at him. Something important has just popped up.
Just popped up. We're here alone together.
I know you think I'm acting irrationally, but just put it down to the fact that I'm a mad Bruce.
Listen, if you think you're going to get out of this by saying you're insane, well, you're crazy. Maybe you're not going to marry me, but I'm going to marry you. I love you, you dope.
You love me? You'll get the hell out of the house!
Well, at least walk me home, won't you?
Afraid? A little walk through a dark cemetery?
Mortimer, will you kiss me tonight?
Of course, darling. Good night, darling. I'll call you up in a minute. out here!
We'll be in a minute, dear.
Come out here now!
Yes, dear, what is it?
I thought I told you not to let anybody else in this house while I was gone.
Oh, well, Jonathan just walked in.
I don't mean Jonathan.
And Dr. Einstein was with
Dr.
him.
Einstein either. Who's this in the window seat?
Oh, we told you, dear. Mr. Hoskins.
This is not Mr. Haskins.
Well, who could that be?
Are you trying to tell me that you've never seen that man before?
Certainly not. Well, this is a fine how-do-you-do. I've never seen that man before in my life.
Oh, don't you try to fool me. That's another one of your gentlemen.
No, he's not. That man's an imposter.
Abby, you admitted to me that you poisoned Mr. Hoskins and placed him in the window seat.
Yes, I did.
Well, this guy couldn't have gotten the idea from Hoskins. Oh, by the way, where is Mr. Hoskins?
Oh, he must have gone to Panicle.
Did you bury him?
Oh, no. He's down there waiting for services. We haven't had a minute with Jonathan in the house. I always did want to hold a double funeral. But I will not read services over a total stranger.
Stranger, Aunt Abby, how can I believe you? You admitted to me that you poisoned 12 gentlemen and put them in the cellar.
Yes, I did. But you don't think I'd stoop to telling a fib now, do you? Martha!
Oh, Mortimer, I'd like to have a word.
A word's all you'll have time for, Jonathan. Because I've just made a decision. You and your little doctor friend are going to have to get out of here as quickly as possible.
I'm glad you recognize the fact that we can't live under the same roof together. You were wrong that you arrived at the wrong solution. You get your bags, and you get out.
Oh, Jonathan, please, you're beginning to bore me. You played your one-night stand in Brooklyn. Move on, please.
My dear Morton, just because you graduated from the back benches to the typewriter doesn't mean you've grown up. Get out! Now!
You think I'm scared? And you think I'm afraid?
I've seen many strange things in my life, Mortimer. And it's taught me one thing, to be afraid of nothing.
Martha, just look and see what's in that window seat.
Look,
No,
Aunt
no.
Abby! Jonathan! Let Aunt Martha see what's in the window seat. Aunt Abby, I owe you an apology. And I have some good news. Jonathan is leaving. And he's taking Dr. Einstein and their cold companion with him. Now look, Jonathan, let me give you a chance to get out. We're brothers, we're Brewsters, flesh and blood. I'm going to give you a chance to get out and take the evidence with you. I can't ask for anything more than that. Very well. In that case, I'll be forced to call the police.
Don't reach for that telephone, Mortimer. Are you still trying to give me orders after you've seen what's happened to Mr. Spinalzo?
Spinalzo?
I knew he was a foreigner.
Remember what happened to Mr. Spinalzo can happen to you, too.
Hello, Miss Abby.
Well, hello, Officer O'Hara. What can I do for you?
Oh, I saw your lights and I thought there might be sickness in the house. Oh, you got company. I'm so sorry to disturb you.
No. Come in, please. Come in.
Get in, right in, Officer O'Hara. This is our nephew, Mortimer.
Yeah, pleased to meet you.
And this is another nephew, Jonathan.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Well, it must be awfully nice having a nephew. They're staying around for a bit.
I'm staying. My brother Jonathan was just leaving.
Say, I've seen you here before, haven't I?
Oh, I'm afraid Jonathan hasn't been home in years.
This thing looks familiar. Maybe I've seen a picture of you around here somewhere.
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I'd heard if I were you, Jonathan, everything's packed, right?
Oh, you'll be wanting to say your goodbyes then, huh? I'll just be running along.
Oh, wait. What's the rush? Why don't you just stick around until my brother goes?
Oh, I just stopped in to make sure everything was all right.
Well, just stick around a little while. Why don't you have some coffee with us?
Oh, I forgot the coffee. Oh, then I'll have to make some more sandwiches. I ought to know your appetite by now, Officer O'Hara.
No, don't bother. I'm delivering prepared to be brought around here someplace?
I don't think so.
Let's see, reminds me of somebody.
Probably looks like somebody you've seen in the movies.
I don't ever go to no movies. Hey, you know, my mother, she says there's a bastard art.
Yeah, it's full of them. Oh, your mother said that?
Yeah. My mother was an actress, a stage actress. Well, perhaps you heard of her. Her name was only Peaches Latour.
Yeah, sounds like I never read in the back of a program somewhere. What'd you play?
Her big hit was Mutt and Jeff. She played it for 3 years, and I was born on tour in the 3rd season.
Oh, you were you?
Yes, Sioux City, Iowa, in my mother's dressing room for the end of the 2nd act, but she still made the finale.
Oh, what a trooper. I'm sure there's quite a story in your mother, you know. I write for the theater.
You do? Say, you ain't Mortimer Brewster, the dramatic critic.
Well, yes, I am.
Oh, well, I certainly am glad to meet you. Hey, you know, we're in the same line of business.
We are?
Yeah, I'm a playwright. This being on the force, this is just temporary.
Oh, how long have you been on the force, officer?
About 12 years. I've been collecting material for a play.
Oh, I bet it's a honey.
What ought to be. A lot of drama I see being a cop, Mr. Brewster. You got no idea what goes on in Brooklyn.
Oh, I think I do.
Say, what time you got?
10 after 1.
Gee, I really got to
Oh, just wait 1 minute, O'Hara. Just wait. Maybe on that play of yours, I can help you a little bit.
You would? Say, it was my fate walking in here tonight. Look, I'll tell you the plot. It's got drama, it's got romance, it's got everything. I call it the greatest story ever told, the life and times of Joey O'Hara. You know, I think I should tell it to everybody. Maybe I should tell it to your cousin, I could tell it to your aunts, as soon as I get
Well, everything's just about ready.
Very good. Very good.
I'll get everybody. Where did it go?
Jonathan, aren't you leaving about now? Jonathan.
Ah, just in time to hear my play. You're gonna love it.
Good. I'm glad you're leaving. It's just about time. Make sure you take everything with you.
Yes, doesn't this case belong to you?
Oh, yes, Jonathan, you can't take, you must take everything with you. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, O'Hara, it's time to go. I'll see you sometime and we'll talk about that play.
I ain't leaving now.
Why not?
You just offered to help me with my play, didn't you? You and me gonna write this thing together.
Well, O'Hara, I can't do that. I'm not a creative writer.
I'll do the creating. You just put the words to it.
But O'Hara, I can't.
No, sir, Mr. Brewster. I ain't leaving till I at least tell you all the plot.
In that case, Mugmer, we'll be on our way.
Don't you try that. You gotta take everything. You know. No, O'Hara, please. You go home. My brother's just leaving.
I can wait. I've been waiting 12 years.
Oh.